Welcome back to Royal Fair Farm. This is part 2 of my interview with a hippie gardener. Hope you enjoy.
But I felt like just your passion for gardening, organic gardening, was in your way being an activist also. Because all my friends who I grew up with, nobody had gardens. Nobody. And it's even less common now.
Well, the way I look at it is that's where I felt the presence of God when I was gardening, and I still do. And that's where I talk to Him, and He can talk to me. And we've had some very precious times out there. And I think that I really stuck with gardening because some of the jobs that I've had are highly stressful. And I could go out in the garden and I could pull weeds and smell the flowers and eat what I don't want out of it and eat what I do want out of it. And it just revived me.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
So so all those years, I certainly, I worked my way through college, and, very tight budget and all that kind of stuff. So it was really fed me in a spiritual way.
Lots of stinging nettle, which I brought with me, because it encourages earthworms and good for compost pile. Yeah, it's good for tea. Yeah, I'm making some. Yeah. And then this I'm going to move this year because you can see this elderberry is overtaking it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I see.
This is
lots of
a
elderberry.
European elderberry.
Okay.
It's called Gordon.
Yeah.
And then I've got more Bob Gordon down by the entryway. I have some a hedge, and I've got some seeds from these. And then this is another elderberry that Hippy isn't making it. And I got blueberries. Oh, it's a little sad.
Are there any gardening failures that have stuck out over the years? Or challenges?
There have been a lot of challenges where we live now. We moved to 10 acres in Indiana, and the soil, it is really pretty shallow. It's on bedrock, and because of that, when it rains, the water, there isn't enough really topsoil to absorb the water, and so we have a lot of muck. And I found that a challenge to learn where to grow things and what not to grow, and how to drain water off of the garden so that I don't end up with rotted produce. So that's, I would say, my biggest challenge right now, because it's taken a while, and I've been gardening here for 6 years. This will be my 6th year, and the climate has changed. Where in February there used to be a couple weeks where it could prune fruit trees throughout the years because it would be warm enough. We really haven't had that the last couple of years, and the rain, it's just a very mucky spring. So that's a challenge.
Has there been anything that you've done that you've seen has helped with that? You mentioned you did some hugelkultur out there too.
Yes, well, we keep, we use a lot of wood chips. I like Paul Gauchi's method, Back to Eden, and we use those in different ways to help increase soil depth. Doing cover crops and just cutting the stuff down and just leaving it there. We had goats and we now have chickens, and all the bedding and putting all that down and just increasing the humus in the soil, I think has helped tremendously in some areas. Unfortunately, it takes a tremendous amount for a large area. And but that's helped a lot, I think.
Are there plants that you like to grow year after year, or that you kind of always gravitate towards?
Flowers and flowers.
Yes.
I love flowers.
Are there specific flowers?
Roses. Cabbage roses. I like lettuce, different lettuces. There's such a variety that you can grow if you go through mail order catalogs that it just makes the whole experience really delightful. I like tomatoes and all the things you can do with them. And the paste tomatoes, the slicing tomatoes, salad tomatoes, and fruit. I really like fruit. From the first, when our children were growing up, we raised red raspberries. And we raised a really large patch of red raspberries. And some of my favorite pictures are my children when they're little. And they have a great big bowl of red raspberries that they're eating. And that's why they have red hair now. And so I love red raspberries. I love all bramble fruits. And learning how to grow, we have a small orchard now. Learning how to grow all that has been fun. And learning how to do that without poisonous sprays. And going back to Paul Gauchi's method with wood chips, just really covering them deep. And just seeing some of the older trees that were on the property revive because of that. It's been fun.
Here.
Doyenne.
It's a French pear. That would be a French word.
Doyenne?
Doyenne? Doyenne? I don't know. I know a little French, but not much. And then we don't know what this is, and we don't know what that is. But we can see David made out of bamboo support the branches like this. And this is an apple tree? Oh, this is here originally, and parts of it you can put your hand through it, and it just died. And I just decided for fun this year to spread some branches just to see what happens. Yeah. Why not? Yeah. Why not? And then over here is where I do tomatoes. Yeah. And I got wood chip in between. Chickens have been in there and scratching. Then I have some quince over there that I raised from seed, and then I've got hazelnuts.
What would be your advice to beginning gardeners?
Start now.
Don't wait.
Don't wait. No. If you're starting now, you're behind the curve. And grow things that you like to eat. Do not grow things you do not like to eat, because you won't like them. You may find that as you go along, always plant something new that you've never tried before, growing before. But after you get some experiences under your belt, maybe try one of those vegetables that you've never liked, because you may like it fresh better than you like it buying it from the store. I love fresh asparagus. I love fresh corn. Just pick it and put it in the pot. There's nothing like it. It's heavenly. Always. Mom cooked
Or
everything.
canned or frozen.
Cooked everything to death. Cabbage.
I think she just had so much on her plate. Cooking was not like.
She never cooked.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
As far as what your appetite,
Yes.
that vegetable looks really tasty. Mm-mm.
Yes.
No.
That's right.
She just didn't. And yes, she had a lot on her plate, but that's
Yeah.
the way
It was probably not
that's the way it was cooked. Spinach, you didn't lightly saute it or serve it raw in a salad. You cooked it till it was limp and falling apart.
Green liquid.
Yeah, kind of like, almost like that. Or green beans. The stringier the better. You know, it just, I'm sorry, but that's what I remember. I don't eat that way now, but that was.
So what variety of green beans do you like? Are there differences in the bean itself or harvesting?
I grow pole beans. I don't like bending over. It wears me out. And I have found a variety called Vortex that I like. They're nice. They grow about this long, and they're nice narrow bean. They aren't stringy, and I think they have a good flavor. And I think they produce well under the right circumstances. Pole beans don't do real well when it's scorching hot out. They'll stop. But you have the early spring, get it going, and then in the fall you've got lots of beans.
Mm-hmm.
And I grow a Cherokee Trail of Tears for a black dried bean. And then I grow some baby limas. I think they're violet baby lima butter beans, and I use those as a dried bean. You can also eat those fresh. Those are pretty good fresh.
Anyway, we have, geez, look how big the tail is. You know, what happened last year, the last fall. And as you can see, things have just really taken off in here. We have a little bit of lettuce left, but not much. I brought the onions out here. They're ready. I want to tree the plant.
There's a wire right here.
Yeah, there's a wire to keep the frost thing up above. Now, you know, in the fall I plant this all in lettuce, in kale, and then we
Then
have
you
some,
have it, yeah.
we don't have much left. And then yeah,
I got my
Swiss chard.
This is really nice.
Yeah, we got Swiss chard. Yeah. These are 2 Manchurian apricots I bought. And then those are the potatoes I'm discovering. So you see how they're coming up.
Yeah.
And as those get larger and taller, I'm going to put more soil in.
Right, yeah.
And then this is going to be for the dwarf blueberry. When I get some time. And then these are leftover ones.
Yeah, I can see
These
that.
are strawberries that I kept alive all winter long in the garage, and now I put them out here. I would really like to get them in the garden, but yeah, they're blooming. Yeah. Or I want to keep them in here blooming. And I'm trying to think of what else. And then I got French coral.
I wondered what that was.
Sometimes I use that in smoothies. It really gives a nice little kick to the smoothie. It's kind of bitter, but it has that lemon flavor.
Oh, okay.
Anything else you want to add?
Just in general.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't kidding when I said the time to start is now. It's a great adventure. And even if things don't turn out the way you want, if you keep at it, if you try a couple different things, you'll have success at something. And that's what keeps me going. I have failures every year, and I have crops that do fantastic. Last year, my spring garden was fantastic. Summer rotted, had a fantastic fall crop. So experiment, have fun with it, don't take it real serious, and enjoy yourself.
But start right away.
start right away, right?
All right, thanks for joining us. Happy growing.
You actually, no, when did you get the chickens? 'Cause I don't remember this little house being used as a chicken house. Well, when it was